The illusion of choice. Do we really decide? We go through life making choices, coffee or tea, turn left or right. These seemingly simple decisions are part of our daily routine. These decisions contribute to our sense of self and agency. They shape our identity and give us a feeling of control over our lives. But what if this perception of free will is an illusion? What if the choices we believe we are making freely are actually predetermined? What if our choices, thoughts and desires are predetermined? Imagine that every decision you make is not truly yours, but rather the result of a complex web of prior events. Your brain decides to move your arm. This action feels like a conscious choice. But is it really? You experience this as a conscious choice. However, the brain's decision-making process is influenced by countless factors beyond our awareness. But what initiated the brain activity? Before you even become aware of your decision, your brain has already started the process. A cascade of neuronal firings, each determined by prior events. These firings are influenced by genetics, past experiences, and environmental factors. This is the unsettling proposition of determinism, arguing that every event, including human actions, is causally necessitated by prior events and the laws of physics. If true, this means our sense of free will is merely a comforting illusion, and our lives are governed by an unbroken chain of cause and effect. A universe on rails, exploring the grip of determinism. Imagine a universe akin to a giant clockwork mechanism set in motion at the Big Bang. Each component moves predictably, governed by immutable physical laws. In this clockwork cosmos, there is no room for genuine chance or spontaneity. Every event, from galaxy collisions to neuron firings, is a consequence of the initial conditions of the universe. This deterministic perspective challenges our understanding of free will and personal responsibility. Quantum quandary: does randomness equal freedom? Enter the strange world of quantum mechanics. Here, the predictable clockwork of classical physics breaks down, replaced by uncertainty and probability. One startling discovery is the inherent randomness of certain quantum events. For example, the exact moment a radioactive atom decays is unpredictable. This randomness has led some to propose it might inject freedom into the universe, breaking deterministic chains. However, the scale difference between quantum events and our daily lives raises questions about how these fluctuations influence our choices. From atoms to actions, can free will emerge? Let's explore the fascinating possibility that free will might emerge from the intricate complexity of our brains. The human brain, with its billions of neurons and trillions of connections, is one of the most complex systems known to science. Emergence is a concept that describes how complex systems can exhibit properties and behaviors that are not evident in their individual components. It's like a magic trick of nature, where the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Think of a snowflake composed of simple water molecules. Each molecule is unremarkable on its own, yet their interactions lead to the formation of an intricate and unique shape. This is a classic example of emergence. Similarly, some scientists and philosophers argue that free will might emerge from the complex interplay of billions of neurons in our brains. These neurons communicate through electrical and chemical signals, creating a dynamic network that gives rise to our thoughts, feelings, and decisions. This emergent view suggests that our conscious choices are real phenomena arising from these intricate biological processes. It's as if our brains are conducting a symphony, where each neuron plays a part in creating the music of our minds. However, it's a topic of intense debate whether such emergent properties can truly be considered free. Some argue that if our choices are determined by neural processes, then they are not truly free. Others believe that the complexity and unpredictability of these processes allow for genuine freedom. The neuroscience of choice, peering inside the decision-making machine. Neuroscience offers a unique window into the mechanisms of decision-making. Experiments show that certain brain regions, like the prefrontal cortex, play a crucial role in planning and decision-making. Researchers can predict a person's choice seconds before they are consciously aware of it. This raises questions about our sense of free will if our brains are already making decisions before we are aware. While these findings provide insights into the biological underpinnings of choice, they don't settle the debate on free will. The weight of morality. Can we be held accountable without free will? The implications of free will extend into our social structures and moral frameworks. If we are not truly free to choose, how do we grapple with responsibility, blame and punishment? Our legal and moral systems assume free will, holding people accountable for their actions. If our choices are predetermined, can we truly be held responsible? This calls for a nuanced understanding of justice and morality. Perhaps instead of retribution, we should focus on rehabilitation and harm reduction. Living with uncertainty. Navigating life in a deterministic universe. The prospect of living in a deterministic universe can feel unsettling. If our lives are predetermined, does anything we do truly matter? It's important to remember that our experiences, emotions and relationships are real and valid. Accepting determinism doesn't necessitate fatalism or apathy. We still experience the world subjectively and feel the weight of our decisions. Living with the uncertainty of free will is an ongoing process, reconciling our sense of agency with the possibility that we may not be as free as we perceive. The power of belief. Does accepting determinism change our behavior? One concern about determinism is that believing in it will undermine our motivation. Studies exploring the effects of believing in determinism have yielded mixed results. Some research suggests it can lead to decreased pro-social behavior, while other studies suggest it can increase compassion and forgiveness. Viewing harmful actions as a result of genes and environment might lead to more empathy. The relationship between belief in determinism and behavior is complex and influenced by various factors. Beyond the binary rethinking the free will versus determinism debate. The traditional debate on free will often gets framed as a binary choice. Either we have complete free will or everything is predetermined. Some propose alternative models that move beyond this either-or framework. Compatibilism attempts to reconcile free will with determinism, arguing that free will is compatible with our actions being causally determined. Other models, like libertarianism, maintain that we have genuine free will, rejecting the deterministic view of the universe. The unanswered question, a final invitation to ponder free will. The question of whether we truly have free will remains one of the most enduring philosophical inquiries. For centuries, thinkers, scholars, and everyday people have grappled with this profound issue, each bringing their own perspectives and insights to the table. While science continues to unveil the workings of our brains and the universe, the ultimate answer remains elusive. Neuroscientists explore the intricate networks of neurons, while cosmologists delve into the vast expanse of space. Yet the essence of free will slips through our grasp. Perhaps the true value of contemplating free will lies in the journey itself. It is in the act of questioning, reflecting, and debating that we find meaning. This intellectual pursuit enriches our understanding of human nature and our place in the cosmos. Wrestling with this question forces us to confront fundamental assumptions about ourselves, our choices, and the nature of reality. It challenges us to think deeply about the forces that shape our decisions and the extent to which we control our destinies. So, as you continue your journey through life, making choices both big and small, ponder the question, are you truly free? Each decision, whether mundane or monumental, offers an opportunity to reflect on the nature of your autonomy. The answer remains a captivating mystery. It is a puzzle that invites endless exploration and contemplation, a question that may never be fully resolved but will always inspire curiosity and wonder.